mahogany nightstand shelf, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, for stripping down the ego is the hardest spiritual task. The global apparatus rewards deception and plastic flexibility, demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration, shining brightly as a sovereign, unpolluted primal creation. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain teacup. Look toward the eastern hills where the golden sun is coming up, shedding the protective cosmetic armor we constructed out of fear. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth acoustic slide, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce. The greedy corporate executives construct invisible psychological grids, attempting to restrict the geographical movement of the youth, pocketing the dividends while concealing what the Constitution forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield. I used to see temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale halls, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of mainstream validation, realizing too late that celebrity is an elaborate set of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation, restoring my contaminated spirit to its primary biological foundation. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon sun. The liberation of your interior mind is already begun, walking proudly together across the rocky coastline sand. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth acoustic slide, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
discovering a magnificent,
honest reason to live.
our unmasked voices break the psychological spells.
Just velvet ash,
Drifting away in the wind
a brand new chapter of your life
is about to begin.
Let the tide wash away the residual sorrow. Velvet ash, settling softly
Upon the cobblestone
alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet.
the mouth organ executes
A delightful, smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street passions that
swell deep inside.
sway.
Your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce,
As we watch the
vanities of the material world denounce.
yes,
Smooth velvet ash, keep playing low, divine guidance.
protect the block, let the vibrations grow. Gray powder residue coats the vintage mahogany nightstand layout. Pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment sector, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered profile, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total desolation. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needle edge as I listen to the persistent wind rattle the loose window panel. Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal her deep vulnerability. For stripping down the ego shield is the hardest spiritual assignment. The global apparatus rewards deception and plastic corporate flexibility, always demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask behind doors. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration or title, shining brightly as a sovereign, pure creation from the Creator. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain cup. Look toward eastern hills where the golden sun rises up. Shedding protective cosmetic armor, we constructed out a territorial fear. Bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth balance in turbulent street passions that swell for modern improvement. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced. The greedy commercial executives construct invisible psychological barriers, codes, hoping to domesticate the wild insurgent frequency of the black population, pocketing dividends while concealing what the written constitution strictly forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth nations. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive spiritual mechanism that will never surrender to their automated technological hypnotism vector. I used to seek temporary refuge inside the lavish upscale hotel halls, trading raw authenticity for a sliver of temporary public applause. Media realizing too late that celebrity is an engineered labyrinth
behind the prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation cells area. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation spark, rescuing my contaminated consciousness far away from their dark park infrastructure. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays. Liberation of your interior mind has already successfully begun. All days walking proudly together across the rocky coastline, sand dune matrices, bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth balancing turbulent street passions that swell for modern improvement. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounce. Experiencing
a state of absolute serenity
behind gates.
True wealth is the amount of love
you can openly distribute,
discovering the magnificent,
honest reason to live among brothers.
Our unmasked voices break their psychological and digital spells completely. Just a bit of rhythm, standing firmly on soil, avoiding their corporate deceit, matrix setup.
The unvarnished truth is the greatest weapon we possess on earth. Bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
The mouth
Organ executes a delightful, smooth,
balancing turbulent street
passions that swell for modern improvement.
Sway your shoulders fluidly
to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced. Gray powder residue coats the vintage mahogany nightstand layout, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment sector, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered profile, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total desolation. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needle edge as I listen to the persistent wind rattle the loose window panel.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal her deep vulnerability. For stripping down the ego shield is the hardest spiritual assignment. The global apparatus reward deception and plastic corporate flexibility, always demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask behind doors. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration.
Charred matches accumulate inside this antique bronze container unit,
tracing chaotic smoke currents upon the peeling floral wallpaper borders. My cognitive vitality appears to gradually, quietly drain away entirely as the neon illumination outside grows increasingly faint and dim. This psychological furnace lacks the necessary oxygen to ignite tonight, leaving me shivering uncomfortably beneath the flickering lavender lamp fixture.
Fret not, traveling sister, when global temperatures plunge drastically. The cosmic architecture preserves the core embers of your intellect. Let refreshing spiritual currents absorb your anxieties like a sponge, leaving the deceptive synthetic distractions of their metropolis behind. True sanctuary expands where the ancient redwood trees grow majestic, providing a defensive shield against Babylon's impending sociological fall.
Smoldering embers choking inside a rusty cast iron appliance.
Seek hidden pathways toward the sovereign botanical clove location.
Standing resolute in howling Arctic sociological blizzards today. Velvet web vibrating softly through the chilly midnight air, preserving vital interior heat. When the urban landscape feels bare, the mouth organ executes a compressed sultry blues variation here,
assuring our heavy hearts
of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this low tempo, deep syncopated roots arrangement, unlocking the beautiful potential that the downpresser cleverly hid.
The financial planners distribute algorithmic behavioral modification systems, hoping to domesticate the untamed insurgent frequency of the neighborhood, enforcing sterile institutional regulations upon unsuspecting public school sectors, attempting to partition the infinite timeline with mechanical clock dials. But primitive natural elements will never obey their digital commands, unleashing unnecessary cleansing across the heavily polluted farmlands. I bartered my authentic perspective for a sliver of mainstream validation, posing for flashing media lenses while my interior stability decayed severely, violating every protective, intuitive, psychological, evolutionary criteria rules, paying the ultimate economic price for foolish games I previously played. But this low register acoustic frequency offers an unexpected therapeutic medicine, cleansing my contaminated consciousness from the darkness I was previously in. Orange sparks drifting upward into the foggy canyon skies. Let the celestial lantern delete phantoms from your mind index,
realigning our primal biological instincts with the wider universe clock.
Velvet wave vibrating softly
through the chilly midnight air,
preserving vital
interior heat.
When the
urban landscape feels bare, the mouth organ executes a compressed
sultry blues
variation here,
assuring our heavy
hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this slow tempo, deep syncopated roots arrangement, unlocking the beautiful potential that the downpresser cleverly hid. forces lurk. True independence begins when the matrix is entirely ignored. Panels discovering internal peace that cannot be corporate bought or stored. Our combined spiritual energy outlasts their temporary concrete towers. Just a velvet whale, refusing to die out completely. Banish skepticism, eliminate historical doubt from the temple. Unvarnished truth is the greatest asset we possess on earth. Velvet whale, vibrating softly through the chilly midnight air, preserving vital interior heat. When the urban landscape feels bare, the mouth organ executes a compressed sultry blues variation here, assuring all heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this low tempo, deep syncopated roots arrangement, unlocking the beautiful potential that the downpresser cleverly hid. Charred matches accumulate inside this antique bronze container unit, tracing chaotic smoke currents upon the peeling floor wallpaper borders. My cognitive vitality appears to gradually, quietly drain entirely as the neon illumination outside grows increasingly faint and dim. The psychological furnace lacks the necessary oxygen to ignite tonight, leaving me shivering uncomfortably beneath a flickering lavender lamp fixture. Fret not, traveling sister, when global temperatures plunge drastically. The cosmic architecture preserves the core embers. Rusty iron links clutter the deck of this stationary vessel tonight, staring fixedly at the silhouette of a distant coastal lighthouse tower, wondering how much longer this heavy structure can float alright as the dense maritime storm clouds begin to threateningly lower. My emotional equilibrium is tested by the rising tidal swell, trapped inside the perimeter of this self-imposed coastal hell. Behold, daughter, how the Almighty provides a stabilizing weight to prevent your fragile spirit from drifting completely askew. Do not let your perspective be dictated by temporary human fate. Keep your focus centered on the principles that are forever true. The deepest ocean cannot swallow a righteous foundation stone, assuring the faithful children that they never walk alone. Braided ropes tightening under the immense physical strain. Let the music absorb the residual effects of your mental pain, anchoring our consciousness within a safe tropical harbor tonight. Smoky anchor, holding firm against the rushing maritime tide, providing a secure sanctuary where the honest elements abide. Oh, the mouth organ executes a joyful, grounded jazz cadence here. Banish every single ounce of your historical earthly fear. Stomp your combat boots proudly to this solid roots arrangement.
exactly when and how to bow.
The material barons accumulate silver, but lose their ancestral identity, building massive fortresses to block the emerald mountain view, creating endless division, destroying the collective serenity, forgetting the natural laws that are beautifully, perfectly new. But tribal wisdom outlasts their corrupt financial machinery town, chanting down oppression, pulling their stone empires down. I allowed my reckless heart to be guided by superficial desire, chasing phantom validation through a crowded, noisy cabaret hall, igniting a dangerous, highly volatile kind of interior fire, pacing restlessly while watching the autumn leaves outside fall. But your grounding acoustic scan provides an immediate medicine, cleansing my consciousness from the darkness I was previously in. Coconut husks burning slowly on the sandy shoreline park. Reignite the smoldering embers of your divine spark. Embracing the lessons that the universe has gracefully taught. Smoky anchor, holding firm against the rushing maritime tide, providing a secure sanctuary where the honest elements abide. Oh, the mouth organ executes a joyful, grounded jazz cadence here. Banish every single ounce of your historical earthly fear. Stomp your combat boots proudly to this solid roots arrangement now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to bow. Release the heavy baggage that clutters your tired mind, leaving all the toxic, manipulative people far behind. True liberation is a gift from the divine creator above, bathing our weary souls in unconditional, pristine love. Our combined voices break the oppressor's heavy chain. Oh, this smoky anchor, keeping me so still, aligned with the cosmic order, executing Jah will. The unvarnished truth is all we possess. Smoky anchor, holding firm against the rushing maritime tide, providing a secure sanctuary, where the honest peasants abide. The mouth organ executes a joyful, grounded jazz cadence here. Banish every single ounce of your historical earthly fear. Stomp your combat boots proudly to this solid roots arrangement now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to bow. Yes, my smoky anchor, hold me tight. Selassie, guidance, protect us every single night. Rusty iron links clutter the deck of this stationary vessel tonight, staring fixedly at the silhouette of a distant coastal lighthouse tower, wondering how much longer this heavy structure can float alright, as the dense maritime storm clouds begin to threateningly lower. My emotional equilibrium is tested by the rising tidal swell, trapped inside the perimeter of this self hell. Behold, daughter, how the Almighty provides a stabilizing weight to prevent pacing restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium corridors today, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical structural fights, whispering your name to the cold, unyielding brick walls anyway, hoping a phantom response will comfort me before the dawn lights. My internal voice feels so completely distant, hollow and shallow, like a trail of breadcrumbs that my memory can no longer follow. Stop pursuing the elusive shadows of things that have already passed. The historical timeline cannot be rewritten by your anxious human mind. Do not allow temporary memories to bind your spirit so fast. True liberation requires leaving the ancestral ghost far behind. The universe expands toward the promise of a magnificent tomorrow. Do not become a permanent hostage to your psychological sorrow. Disconnected communication lines buzzing in the dark room. Reignite the smoldering embers, dispel the heavy gloom. Navigating the vast labyrinth of this acoustic maze. Hollow echo, run through the deep canyons of historical time, searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting, cutting directly through the thick electromagnetic hazy maze. Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic, spacious dark pulse, proving that spiritual focus outlast everything else. The broadcasting moguls distribute synthetic acoustic noise below, hoping to distract the masses from the underlying structural truth. Selling cheap entertainment to the ghetto girls and boys we know, attempting to corrupt the vibrant energy of the righteous youth. But the authentic frequency of the roots music we amplify shall pierce through their static and illuminate the global sky. I became an addict to the nostalgia of my prime calendar years, replaying old video clips of happiness inside my heavy head, drowning myself in a bucket of manufactured artificial fears, paralyzed completely on this unmade, messy mattress bed. But your echoing baseline fractures this emotional isolation cell, rescuing my consciousness from this self-imposed modern hell. Unsent telegrams dissolving underneath the pouring rain. Let the infinite intelligence absorb your residual mental pain, realigning our auditory perceptions with the cosmos. Hollow echo, running through the deep canyons of historical time, searching for
electromagnetic hazy maze. Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic
Space is the pulse,
proving that spiritual focus outlast everything else.
silence the external chatter that pollutes your brain. I finally hear the beautiful stillness
Behind the driving rain,
The present moment is the only reality that
actually exists,
dispelling the historical
phantoms from these mentalists.
We break free
From the loop of our past errors,
just a hollow echo.
fading into outer space.
Stand still, daughter.
Discover your rightful spiritual place.
The sound of the future is beginning to loudly ring.
Hollow echo, running through the deep canyons of historical times,
Searching for
a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime.
the mouth organ,
Delivers a haunting,
cutting
directly through the thick electromagnetic hazy maze.
Keep your feet
Locked into this hypnotic, spacious pulse, proving that spiritual focus outlast everything else. Pacing restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium corridors today, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical structural fights, whispering your name to the cold, unyielding brick walls anyway, hoping a phantom response will comfort me before the dawn lights.
my internal voice
Feels so completely distant, hollow and shallow, like a trail of breadcrumbs that my memory can no longer follow.
Stop pursuing the elusive shadows of things that have already passed. The historical time
Broken asphalt shimmers beneath the amber street lamp flare outside. Pacing restlessly outside a dilapidated tenement apartment block complex. Clutching a tattered wool shawl against the chilly evening air inside. Listening to the mechanical ticking of an ancient padlock clock specs.
my psychological equilibrium
Is balanced on a precarious needle thread as I navigate these alleys filled with industrial heavy street dread.
Worry not, traveler, for the rugged exterior of the slum areas below, where resilient blossoms sprout amidst the shattered glass debris always.
Do not allow their systemic classification to expand your criteria, so
Keep your interior dignity anchored, remaining spiritually free all days. The humble courtyard matches the majesty of any palace long, long.
When the faithful population eagerly awaits the upcoming dawn. neon signs casting flickering purple shadows on the curbstones. Let the acoustic resonance heal what their laws disturb bones. Walking side by side across the urban battlefield grid lines. Ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight. Bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting golden blaze bright. The mouth organ executes an elegant, sophisticated blues slide movement, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell for improvement. Stomp your worn sneakers proudly to the syncopated roots. Groove session. Watch the heavy blocks of systemic segregation completely remove oppression. The financial technocrats distribute digital pacifiers to the youth population, hoping to domesticate the wild. Insurgent frequency of the block sector. But grassroots networks continue to amplify absolute scriptural truth nations, shattering the artificial boundaries of their automated time clock vector. The concrete towers of Babylon shall eventually crumble into dust piles, while we re-establish a community that spans for miles and miles. I used to seek temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale hotel halls, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of mainstream applause media. Realizing too late that celebrities in elaborate sets of prison walls, violating every protective, intuitive, instinctual, spiritual encyclopedia. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation spark, restoring my contaminated consciousness far away from their dark park. Graffiti murals decorating the old brick warehouse wall sections. Listen closely to the ancient ancestors' prophetic trumpet directions, transmuting our collective hardships into a beautiful vocal melody. Ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight. Bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting golden blaze bright. The mouth organ executes an elegant, sophisticated blues slide movement, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell for improvement. Stomp your worn sneakers proudly to the syncopated roots groove session. Watch the heavy blocks of systemic segregation completely remove oppression. Strip down the vanity that clutters their elite society town circles. I am permanently laying my heavy cosmetic armor down today. True sophistication is found within a clean, unpolluted mind space, leaving their plastic decorations and titles far behind. Anyway, I combine local energy fractures, the governor's iron shield wall. Just a ghetto cry, cool my pie and soul. Let the grassroots vibration take complete, absolute control. The unvarnished truth is the greatest weapon we possess. Ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight. Bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting golden blaze bright. The mouth organ executes an elegant, sophisticated blues slide movement, balancing the
systemic segregation, completely remove oppression. Broken asphalt shimmers beneath the amber street lamp flare outside. Pacing restlessly outside a dilapidated tenement apartment block complex, clutching a tattered wool shawl against the chilly evening air inside, listening to the mechanical ticking of an ancient deadlock clock specs my psychology.
Staring blankly out of this foggy porthole window pane area, watching the blurry shoreline rapidly disappear from human vision. My tears are blending with the drops of driving tropical rain precipitation, forgetting the simple truths that my intellect previously knew. To rebuild the broken fragments of my shattered memory track records, carrying a massive mountain of sorrow upon my aching back muscles.
Fear not the shifting currents of this turbulent mortal life path. Every hurricane is temporary, every cloud must eventually recede away. Do not allow your mind to be consumed by geopolitical strife dynamics. The voice of the Almighty is always standing, ready to lead youngsters. Walk proudly across the rocky pathways that test your unique stride length. Let cosmic wisdom become your ultimate, unshakable internal guidance system. Unsent letters burning slowly inside the fireplace charcoal pile. Watch the illusions of the
Material empire completely disintegrate, floating along on an invisible, refreshing acoustic wave frequency. Drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth-mouthed organ tells a tale of absolute spiritual freedom, escaping the corrupt boundaries of Babylon's mechanical matrix kingdom. Let the syncopated groove carry your heavy worries far away from here, welcoming the promise of a brighter, peaceful tomorrow morning day.
The greedy modern barons trade paper banknotes for total global control, building massive towers that block the emerald countryside landscape views, exploiting innocent laborers, suffocating the beautiful human soul core, forgetting the natural laws that are forever beautifully, perfectly true. But the collective consciousness continues to steadily, surely grow, spreading global revolution wherever the tropical trade winds blow. I became a helpless hostage to my own destructive, chaotic behavior mood, chasing phantom validation through a crowded, noisy commercial ballroom space, suffocating slowly inside a state of absolute bitter emotional solitude, wrapping my fragile identity inside a spiritual fires tonight.
Behind gates, realigning our internal biological frequencies with the earth floor, drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight. Discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ tells a tale of absolute spiritual freedom, escaping the corrupt boundaries of Babylon's mechanical matrix kingdom. Let the syncopated groove carry your heavy worries far away from here. Welcome in the promise of a brighter, peaceful tomorrow morning day. Whoa, oh, oh. Oh, yeah. Staring blankly out of this foggy porthole window pane area, watching the blurry shoreline rapidly disappear from human vision. My tears are blending with the drops of driving tropical rain precipitation, forgetting the simple truths that my intellect previously knew. To rebuild the broken fragments of my shattered memory track records, carrying a massive mountain of sorrow upon my aching back muscles.
Fear not the shifting currents of this turbulent mortal life path. Every hurricane is temporary, every cloud must eventually recede away. Do not allow your mind to be consumed by geopolitical strife dynamics. The voice of the Almighty is always standing, ready to lead youngsters. Walk proudly across the rocky pathways
That test your unique stride length. Let cosmic wisdom become your ultimate, unshakable internal guidance system. Unsent letters burning slowly inside the fireplace charcoal pile. Watch the illusions of the material empire completely disintegrate, floating along on an invisible, refreshing the caustic wave frequency. Drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight, discovering the absolute meaning of cycle. Gray powder residues coat the vintage mahogany nightstand shelf, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, for stripping down the ego is the hardest spiritual task. The global apparatus reward deception and plastic flexibility, demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask.
But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration, shining brightly as a sovereign, unpolluted primal creation. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain teacup.
Look toward the eastern hills where the golden sun is coming up,
shedding the protective cosmetic armor we constructed out of fear. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
the mouth organ
Executes a delightful, smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent
street passions that swell deep inside.
sway
Your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce, as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
The greedy corporate executives construct invisible psychological grids, attempting to restrict the geographical movement of the youth, pocketing the dividends while concealing what the Constitution forbids,
Trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth.
but tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield.
I used to seek temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale halls, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of mainstream validation, realizing too late that celebrity is an elaborate set of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation.
But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation, restoring my contaminated spirit to its primary biological foundation.
Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon sun,
The liberation of your interior mind
has already begun.
walking proudly together
Across the rocky coastline, sand, velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
The mouth organ executes a delightful,
Smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street.
passions that swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce, as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
Erase historical titles.
That clutter your unique identity
I am finally experiencing a state
of absolute serenity.
true wealth is the amount of love,
You can openly give,
discovering a magnificent
honest reason to live.
Our unmasked voices break their psychological spells.
Just velvet ash drifting away in the wind
A brand new chapter of your life
is about to begin. Let the tide wash away the residual sorrow. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street,
transforming
exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
the mouth organ executes
A delightful, smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street.
passions that swell deep inside.
Sway your shoulders
Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant
residues coat the vintage mahogany nightstand shelf. Pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint. Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, for stripping down the ego.
Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, distorted, monochromatic, geometric shapes.
Listening to the distant echo of a lonely jazz saxophone's call to hide, trying to find an avenue of immediate psychological and emotional escape
from the suffocating memories that pursue my restless,
overactive mind, searching for a quiet sanctuary that is incredibly difficult to find.
Do not be intimidated by the velvet darkness that surrounds your frame. The nocturnal hours are merely a mirror of your interior spiritual space.
Every wandering traveler must learn to accept their unique cosmic name,
navigating the terrestrial matrix with absolute elegance,
focus, and grace.
The moonlight
Provides a sufficient illumination for the humble and meek, guiding your footsteps toward the answers that you so desperately seek. Phantom partners spinning fluid through the humid midnight air, cast aside the residual weight of your historical calendar despair, gliding effortlessly across this invisible dance floor grid tonight. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom.
The mouth organ delivers a slinky,
ultra smooth jazz,
blues cadence now,
teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow.
Twist your hips fluidly to this hypnotic
rolling steppers roots groove,
watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind
completely remove.
The political sorcerers distribute an artificial electronic daylight screen, hoping to keep the global population perpetually
distracted and blind,
hiding their geopolitical maneuvers behind an elaborate
media scene,
attempting to colonize the deep, sacred recesses of the
human mind.
But the tribal night walkers
possess a superior spiritual navigation tool, refusing to be educated or domesticated by their institutional rule.
I used to panic whenever the sun began to slip
below the Emerald Hill,
seeking artificial shelter
inside the crowded, noisy commercial nightclubs, trying to numb my existential dread with a temporary, expensive thrill.
Drinking alcoholic cocktails
cocktails and subterranean smoke-filled public pubs.
But this organic late-night rhythm offers a superior psychological
safety net, allowing my consciousness to release the things that I previously regret.
dark silhouettes
Merging into a singular harmonic silhouette shape,
pulling down the heavy,
oppressive velvet institutional drape,
realigning our biological clocks
with the natural lunar cycle. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic heavy sociological gloom.
The mouth organ delivers a slinky,
Ultra smooth jazz,
blues cadence now,
teaching our heavy hearts exactly
when and how
to naturally bow
twist your hips fluidly
to this hypnotic
rolling
stepper's roots groove,
watching the residual
anxieties of the daily grind completely remove. Keep drifting until the dawn breaks beautifully through. I am no longer terrified of the matrix illusions they made. The darkness possesses a deep, restorative spiritual tranquility, restoring my psychological stamina, focus, and capability. We move harmoniously through the unseen dimensions of space. Just midnight dust, the drifting through the shadows alone.
let the quiet vibration
Guide your spirit back to the throne. Feel the heartbeat of the cosmos beneath our bare feet. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic heavy sociological gloom. The mouth organ delivers a slinky, ultra smooth jazz blues cadence now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow. Twist your hips fluidly to this hypnotic rolling steppers roots groove, watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind completely remove. Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, as the street lamps cast long. Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, distorted monochromatic geometric shapes. Listen to the distant echo of a lonely jazz saxophone's call to hide, trying to find an avenue of immediate psychological and emotional escape from the suffocating memories that assume our broken asphalt shimmers beneath the amber street lamp flare outside, pacing restlessly outside a dilapidated tenement apartment block complex, clutching a tattered wool shawl against the chilly evening air inside, listening to the mechanical ticking of an ancient padlock clock specs.
My psychological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needle thread as I navigate these alleys filled with industrial heavy street dread.
Worry not, traveler, for the rugged exterior of the slum areas below, where resilient blossoms sprout amidst the shattered glass debris always. Do not allow their systemic classification to expand your criteria, so keep your interior dignity anchored, remaining spiritually free all days. The humble courtyard matches the majesty of any palace lawn, when the faithful population eagerly awaits the upcoming dawn. Neon signs casting flickering purple shadows on the curbstone. Let the acoustic resonance heal
What their laws disturb bones,
walking side by side
across the urban battlefield. Grid lines, ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight. Bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting golden blaze bright.
The mouth organ
Executes an elegant, sophisticated blues slide movement,
balancing the turbulent street passions
that swell for improvement.
Stomp your worn sneakers proudly
Do this syncopated roots groove session.
watch
The heavy blocks of systemic segregation completely remove oppression.
the financial technocrats distribute digital pacifiers to the youth population, hoping to domesticate the wild insurgent frequency of the black sector.
But grassroots networks continue to amplify absolute scriptural truth nations, shattering the artificial boundaries of their automated time clock vector.
The concrete
Towers of Babylon shall eventually crumble into dust piles, while we reestablish a community that spans for miles and miles. I used to seek temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale hotel halls, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of mainstream applause media, realizing too late that celebrity is an elaborate set of prison walls, violating every protective, intuitive, instinctual, spiritual encyclopedia. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation spark, restoring my contaminated consciousness far away from the dark park. Graffiti murals decorating the old brick warehouse walls. Listen closely to the ancient ancestors' prophetic trumpet directions, transmuting our collective hardships into a beautiful vocal melody. Ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight. Bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting golden blaze bright. The mouth organ executes an elegant, sophisticated blues slide movement, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell for improvement. Stomp your warm sneakers proudly to this syncopated roots groove session. Watch the heavy blocks of systemic segregation completely remove oppression. Strip down the vanity that clutters their elite society town circles. I am permanently laying my heavy cosmetic armor down today. True sophistication is found within a clean, unpolluted mind space, leaving their plastic decorations and titles far behind.
anyway. Combine vocal energy fractures. The governor's iron shield wall, just a ghetto cry, just a ghetto cry. Keep playing low chords. Let the grassroots vibration take complete and absolute control. The unvarnished truth is the greatest weapon we possess. Ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight. Bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting, the golden blaze bright. The mouth organ executes an elegant, sophisticated blues-like movement, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell for improvement. Stomp your worn sneakers proudly to this syncopated roots groove session. Watch the heavy blocks of systemic segregation completely remove oppression. Broken asphalt shimmers beneath the amber street lamp flare outside. Pacing restlessly outside a dilapidated tenement apartment block complex. Clutching a tattered wool shawl against the chilly evening air inside. Listening to the mechanical ticking of an ancient padlock clock spec.
Bronze incense bowls decorate the unvarnished fireplace ledge. Stumbling unsteadily across this unfamiliar, dusty parquet floor. Clutching an expired identification card near the balcony edge. Listening to the persistent gale rattle the exterior screen door. My internal timing mechanism is accelerating with a frightening pace, searching for a genuine companion within this crowded, cold space.
Fear not the foggy atmospheric humidity of this dense urban sector, where artificial illumination competes with the brilliance of celestial spheres. Do not allow their systemic classification to alter your psychological vector. Keep your focus centered, ignoring the visible technological frontiers. The natural nourishment of the wilderness shall provide ample sustenance today, guiding your wandering spirit toward its ultimate righteous pathway anyway. Faded Polaroids curling slowly inside the ironwood stove grate bar. Let the divine frequency decide your upcoming terrestrial fate. Floating safely upon a warm, aromatic, acoustic vapor stream. Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight skies, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting, slow burning trill variation, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this infectious low tempo roots pocket session tonight, dispelling Colonial administrators distribute synthetic narcotic distractions below, hoping to domesticate the untamed insurgent energy of the population bloc. But the underground resistance coalition continues to steadily, surely grow, armed with the unshakable principles of tribal autonomy against their clock. The massive financial institutions shall eventually crumble into dust piles, while we re-establish a community that spans across the geographical miles. I allowed my authentic perspective to be anchored to a fleeting illusion, chasing phantom validation through their noisy, expensive ballroom halls, wrapping my fragile identity in a shroud of absolute structural confusion, pacing restlessly while shouting at the cold, unyielding concrete walls. But your grounding guitar skank offers a sudden therapeutic relief spark, an unexpected botanical medicine that diminishes my underlying grief dark. Orange lanterns flickering as the morning hour draws remarkably near. Let the celestial trumpet banish every ounce of your territorial fear, realigning our internal biological frequencies with a wider cosmos. Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight skies, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting, slow burning trill variation, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this infectious, low tempo roots pocket session tonight, dispelling the lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light bright. I can perceive the hidden traps that beneath their promises lurk. True independence begins when the matrix is entirely ignored. Panels discovering an internal peace that cannot be corporate bought or stored work. I combine spiritual energy, outlast their temporary concrete towers. Just an amber rhythm clearing my cluttered, exhausted brain, washing your temple clean like a fresh tropical summer rain. The morning sun is preparing to pierce the heavy mountain mist. Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight skies, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting and slow burning trill variation, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation.
Staring blankly out of this foggy porthole window pane area, watching the blurry shoreline rapidly disappear from human vision. My tears are blending with the drops of driving tropical rain precipitation, forgetting the simple truths that my intellect previously knew. To rebuild the broken fragments of my shattered memory track records, carrying a massive mountain of sorrow upon my aching back muscles.
Fear not the shifting currents of this turbulent mortal life path. Every hurricane is temporary, every cloud must eventually recede away. Do not allow your mind to be consumed by geopolitical strife dynamics. The voice of the Almighty is always standing ready to lead youngsters. Walk proudly across the rocky pathways that test your unique stride length. Let cosmic wisdom become your ultimate, unshakable, internal guidance system. Unsent letters burning slowly inside the fireplace charcoal pile. Watch the illusions of the material empire
completely disintegrate,
floating along on an invisible, refreshing acoustic wave frequency.
Drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility.
The smooth mouth organ tells a tale of absolute spiritual freedom,
escaping the corrupt boundaries of Babylon's mechanical matrix kingdom.
Let the syncopated groove
carry your heavy worries far away from here, welcoming the promise of a brighter, peaceful tomorrow morning day.
The greedy modern barons trade paper banknotes for total global control, building massive towers that block the emerald countryside landscape views, exploiting innocent laborers, suffocating the beautiful human soul core,
forgetting the natural laws that are forever beautifully, perfectly true.
But the collective consciousness
continues to steadily, surely grow,
spreading global revolution wherever the tropical trade
winds blow. I became a helpless hostage to my own destructive, chaotic behavioral mood, chasing phantom validation through a crowded, noisy commercial barroom space, suffocating slowly inside a state of absolute, bitter emotional solitude, wrapping my fragile identity inside a shroud of total psychological gloom.
But your gentle cadence
stabilizes my rocking sailboat, structural design set up,
giving me the
necessary stamina to survive this intense internal rupture.
paper airplanes
Carrying my unexpressed secret inner desires traits.
fan the flames of your interior spiritual fires tonight
Behind gates, realigning our internal biological frequencies with the earth floor. Drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility.
The smooth mouth
organ tells a tale of absolute spiritual
spiritual freedom, escaping the corrupt boundaries of Babylon's mechanical matrix kingdom. Let the syncopated groove carry your heavy worries far away from here. Welcoming the promise of a brighter, peaceful tomorrow morning day. Disconnect your consciousness from their electronic data grid wires,
uncovering the beautiful potential
that the system successfully hid away.
Let the music transport you
to a majestic higher operational plane,
curing the residual effects of all my mental pain and suffering.
we soar high above the valleys of human despair and agony. Hear that drifting heart moving into the dark shadow areas,
igniting a quiet,
everlasting spiritual spark inside your temple.
the melody is the bridge that leads us
Safely back home, drifting hard, sailing across the vast turquoise western sea tonight, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ tells a tale of absolute spiritual freedom, escaping the corrupt boundaries of Babylon's mechanical matrix kingdom. Let the syncopated groove carry your heavy worries far away from here. Welcoming the promise of a brighter, peaceful tomorrow morning day. Staring blankly out to this foggy porthole window pane area, watching the blurry shoreline rapidly disappear from human vision. My tears are blending with the drops of driving tropical rain precipitation, forgetting the simple truths that my intellect previously knew, to rebuild the broken fragment.
Yeah. Heavy condensation beads upon the bedroom window glass pane surface. The atmosphere outside is thick with electrical humidity and pressure tonight. Watching the palm fronds whip wildly across the garden grass purpose, as the lightning flashes illuminate the sky with purple, majestic light.
My internal temperature is rising to a feverish, dangerous degree field, trapped inside the vortex of this emotional instability that won't yield. Welcome the precipitation that descends from the celestial clouds above us. The earth requires constant irrigation to produce the necessary vegetation food.
Do not let your perspective be blanketed by a fearful, heavy shroud. Plus, every natural weather pattern operates for the collective, universal good.
The thunder is merely the voice of the Almighty Creator standing near, reminding the universe of His everlasting, protective, unshakable love, clear.
Hot raindrops splashing onto my bare shoulders in the dark room.
Bow, let the atmospheric dynamics clear your stressed
interior gloom.
Standing fearlessly in the center of the meteorological swirl zone.
Whispering star, howling through the tropical
Michael Barron's attempt to manipulate the global weather patterns, building massive modification stations across the Central Plain farmlands, hoping to isolate the tribes from standing together firmly, always concerns using synthetic disasters to maximize their corporate monetary gains. But the organic elements will never obey their digital computer command, unleashing the natural, necessary cleansing across the polluted land space. I used to seek shelter whenever a tempest began to brew on the hill, hiding underneath blankets on an unmade mattress pad in absolute despair, drowning my anxieties in an addictive toxic chemical cocktail spill, paralyzed completely by a heavy existential dread I had to bear. But your acoustic guitar skank provides a sudden stabilization effect, transforming this climate chaos into a beautiful celebration to inspire. Gust of wind blowing open the wooden balcony door frame, watch the cleansing waters rejuvenate the coastal shorelines names, merging our individual currents with the tempest storm cloud. Whispering storm howling through the tropical island paradise sector, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice vector. The mouth organ delivers a rich, banish every single ounce of your residual territorial anxiety feed. Sway your body fluidly to this rolling, thunderous roots reggae beat, absorbing the thermal energy radiating from the cobblestone street. Allow the deluge to wash away your psychological contamination stain. I finally recognize the hidden beauty behind the driving raindrops. Environmental turbulence is a catalyst for spiritual interior growth, unifying the consciousness of the universe, saving us both from stops. We stand completely resilient against the fiercest monsoon wind force. This whispering storm, let the natural in my heavy, tired soul, let the natural elements take complete, absolute spiritual control. The sun is preparing to break through the dark clouds envelope. Whispering storm howling through the tropical island paradise sector, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice vector. The mouth organ delivers a rich, banish every single ounce of your residual territorial anxiety fears. Sway your body fluidly to this rolling, thunderous roots reggae beat, absorbing the thermal energy radiating from the cobblestone street. Heavy condensation beads upon the bedroom window glass pane surface. The atmosphere outside is thick with electrical humidity and pressure tonight. Watching the palm fronds whip wildly across the garden grass purpose, as the lightning flashes illuminate the sky with purple majestic light. My internal temperature is rising to a feverish, dangerous degree field, trapped inside the vortex of this emotion.